Green Lanterns issue 13, written by Sam Humphries, art by Ronan Cliquette, I'll say.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm tempted to think the T is actually silent, it's just Clique, but well, I'll go with it. So this was more of Leminski like going through all the different emotional spectrums as he's wearing the Phantom Ring, and we get some of Rami the Guardian and Volthoom. Honestly, I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of plot in this one. It was mostly fighting. There was some cool flashbacks to the formation of the first Lantern Rings, the Green Lantern Rings.
Yeah, it was a bit of exposition of the history of the Corps, really.
Yeah. But otherwise it was mainly some fighting. Jessica's talking about what's going on and what will happen if she puts on the ring and so on and blah blah blah.
My favourite stuff was definitely Rami and Volthoom.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when he's doing the Malthusian whatever, he's like, it's not going to work. How do you know? I'm the one that taught it to you. You're doing it wrong. Kind of was the vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't say I disliked this issue. I didn't have a problem with it, but I wasn't like. It's kind of like, okay, this is just the issue that connects to the next one, kind of thing.
This was the exposition issue.
Yeah, so I wasn't that excited by anything in this one, but there's nothing wrong with it. Like in the trade, it'll be fine, it'll read fine, but on its own, I just wasn't.
It was like the moment I did really like was Volthoom going, "Oh, you put the battery in my chest," and then there's all the light kind of just coming out, and it's like all the colors, and it's like, it looks great. I did like that.
And Rami even is showing regret. Like, if we knew what was going to happen, we wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And, which is good because you don't get that from the Guardians. Even early on, you see how dead set they are in their ways. And Rami's that wild card. But no, I liked it a lot for the character stuff it did with Simon and Jess.
Yeah, because obviously their big thing is that by the end of the issue, they agreed that they should try and help him, that he's not there to be killed or whatever. They should try and take the ring off him and rehabilitate him, help him because that's what they're supposed to do.
Because the ring is unstable. Like there's no battery.
It's not necessarily his fault.
That's a good bit of point they bring up actually, is that because there is no battery and it's just powering from him, that it makes it like hard to control, and that'll, and it seems like at the end of this issue, just as they decide to help him, that he is going to basically combust and he's a goner.
Does it just drain him? Because obviously you drain a battery and it runs out of energy, and this is draining it from him. So does it kill him?
It's funny, I almost thought it was the opposite, where it would just keep getting power from him and it would get too powerful and then explode. If it almost felt like they were saying it'd be overcharged. It's like it's almost like the batteries act as a fuse where it's designed to drain so that they have to retop up so that it can't keep filling up, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't look like he's made it out in that last panel. So
yeah, he looks like a goner. I mean, they could say that he's all right in the next issue.
Yeah. But yeah, because as you see him going through the different emotions at the end, and he even hits on hope finally, which is like one of the first of the more positive emotions.
Which is funny, because even though it's hope, he sounds more arrogant than he does hopeful.
Yeah. Well, and that's when it switches, right?
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like a hope that he's in the right. For a moment, he's like it's almost like he doubts himself, so he just hopes that he's right. So it switches to hope, but but because it's done that, he feels sure of himself, so he goes arrogant and switches again.
Yeah.
Which I thought how it was going to end was he was going to switch to blue, and that was going to supercharge the Green Lanterns.
I thought that's where it was going as well.
And it did the opposite, which was a nice twist. So, but no, I like this issue a lot just because Jess and Simon, and Jess kind of has a moment of truth and almost forms that construct. It's more like an arrow shape type thing, but it's more than just a beam of light that she's been using. So
yeah, like I say, connective issue. I wasn't super excited about it, but it wasn't bad. It was just kind of
I feel like I'm on board with Pete there as well.
Yeah, but whereas the last few I feel like all had big stuff that I really liked
of
about
their own,
it. Yeah.
Whereas this was waiting for big things in the future.
Yeah.
So I hope Leminski's not gone because he's makes such a great foil, and I gotta see him interact with Undead Hal.